Where would you go if you were he?
Well, there's the summer pavilion, and then of course the stables.
Well, then you take the stables, and I'll take the summer pavilion. Run! Isn't this exciting after that stodgy old dinner?
Friday nights for a bit of fun. Amid the bustle and a rustle and a hail, I'll pitch the quick fantastic with flings of confetti and my petticoats away up high. It's a very short wait from the fling that's for fun to the thigh pressing under the table. It's a very short day till you're stuck with just one, or it has to be done on the slide. In the meanwhile, there are mouths to be kissed before mouths to be fed, and there's many a tryst and there's many a bed. There's a lot I'll have missed, but I'll not have been dead when I die. And a person should celebrate everything passing by. And I shall marry